Right on. Welcome back, Wrench Nation. Get on to wrenchnation.tv. You can find your favorite car show. We were talking about Von Hot Rod that was on the show recently. And Ken Vela, you talk about a passionate dude, man.
Oh, he's awesome. Definitely awesome. Talk about culture and in the family, too. His father doing custom cars in the shop. And was it out in San Bernardino or
Out
that area?
of everything that he
Pomona,
did.
yeah.
And first off, let's bring in our guest, Custom Mike's.
Custom
Mike,
Mike's, yeah.
what is happening, Papa?
Worldwide.
Good to have you on.
me.
Yeah. But what I was saying about Vaughn, which is really cool, is out of everything that I heard, I was like, we got to bring back the Rockabilly Club.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that? I mean, we got to bring that back. The whole scene.
You know, the whole culture. I think it's actually growing as we
Yes,
speak.
it is. Yeah.
But yeah, Von Hot Rod is a one-of-a-kind individual, and I got to tell you that one of the first times I met with him, I was doing a toolbox for charity for the Volunteer for Veterans.
Yeah.
And I asked him to sign it at the LA Roaster Show, I think it was.
Right.
And I've never experienced a one-shot wonder like Von Hot Rod before.
Yeah.
I hand him the box, he signs, and I go, "Can you shoot a little video?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "When you're ready." And I said, "Ready." And he just went on for like, I would say about 6 minutes, just talking like 100 miles an hour about the show and the culture and everything that was going on. And it was amazing.
That's that pinstriping circus.
Oh,
I think
yeah. Exactly.
He, you know, guys, it's interesting. He was saying that
on.
car would roll up and he'd have a team of pinstripers. So,
Yep.
we on the show, we call them Von Hoffa. He brings them all together, right? Custom Mike's, man, tell us what you're doing. You got some pretty amazing things cooking.
Well, I mean, I'm happily self-unemployed.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, I had to think about that. Happily self-unemployed.
Welcome.
Which means
You've arrived.
you're living life.
There you go.
Well, I mean, I was in the insurance industry for 16 years.
All right.
And that ran its course, and then I woke up the next day and rolled out into the shop and continued building my crazy stuff.
Nice.
And then we've been working on the social media side for about 15 years, off and on, mainly on Facebook, but on all other channels, so to say. And
yeah, we'll make sure to have that in the links and
Yeah,
comments.
he's being a bit mild here, you know, because you're worldwide, dude.
Well,
How many
we
followers? How many followers you have?
about 800,000 followers, 800,000
Yeah,
likes.
he's just humble. I love this man. He's awesome.
Well, let me ask you this: since we're talking global, America, Americana. I was born in Germany and Deutschland, and there's some car culture in Germany. You guys know that. But where in the world, man, are you seeing people are just running it? Is it Poland, Eastern Europe? Come on, help me out.
Cuba.
I was born and raised in Sweden.
Ah, that's Sweden. Yeah.
And right now, when it comes to the custom side of it,
Yeah.
Finland is on top of it.
They're on top of it, yeah.
But the Swedish culture, when it comes to love in America, is huge.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the reason I came here. You know, my dad took me to see American Graffiti when I was 11.
Wow.
Nice.
And, you know, I was in the car club right there. And you know, we dreamt about doing this. And we actually worked the whole year. Me and a friend, Håkan, worked for a year to put all our stuff together to come here on vacation.
Nice.
And, you know, long story short, I'm still here.
That's it. You're here. You're killing it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys check out CustomMikes.com. Give us the social handle before we talk about this next.
Well, it's Custom Mike's anywhere you go.
Everywhere
with one
you
M.
go, Custom Mike's. If you haven't heard of it, now you have.
Yeah, check it out.
All right, listen, electric vehicles. Is that intimidating car culture? What's your thought there, Mike?
It's actually pretty exciting. I know a lot of people are kind of holding back and are afraid of it and stuff. But, you know, just like everything else, just like fuel injection and electronic ignition and all that stuff, it's going to kind of roll with it. I mean, one of the earliest thing we saw was that Mercury with the Tesla underpinnings at SEMA a couple of years ago.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Very well done. And you've gone all the way up now to where you have ready small block fitted packages. And it was an EV something, I think they're called.
I know there's
Well, Rich Rebuilds. Rich Rebuilds on
I watch him all
YouTube.
the time.
He's amazing. In fact, one of our professional industry friends out of, I think he's out of North Dakota, he was on a panel with us, and he's actually working on Teslas. So on this panel, I didn't want to ask the question, but I called him. I said, do you have a good lawyer? I mean, how is this? I mean, dude, because Elon Musk, you got to respect what he's doing.
Yeah.
But that's going to change. That's going to change. And the guys like Rich Rebuilds.
Yeah.
He's out
not
there
afraid
doing
of
it.
anything.
No,
you know.
he's not. And I
mean,
think,
you seen his latest?
I haven't caught up. Yeah.
Dude, he's putting an LS in a Tesla.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that's the other, our guy, Coverman 66 is
66,
another, we had him on the show, and he's all
Yeah.
things LS.
Yeah.
In fact, his buddy called me in the middle of the desert. He's like, Frank, can you pick up some LS3 heads? I was like, yeah, we'll get it. We'll get them coming for you.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. It's just a transition,
Yeah.
you know, and we have to adapt.
It's going to happen. I mean, you might as well just jump in, you know, on all fours, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Well, I
That's
mean,
that
if you
cool.
look at what happened in the 50s and 60s, they would take the new car motors and put it in the
That's
early
right.
cars. And it is
Yeah.
no different here. Now you got people taking the Tesla stuff and putting it in
That's
older
right.
stuff.
Remember the big block Cadillac?
You know, man, I've always said, put automotive people in government, man. That's what we need to be. We'll rule the world.
We'll get there faster.
Yeah.
But I also think we can't force the entry into the electric vehicles the way we are, because there's a transition period
Yeah.
that's reasonable for the technology to catch up
Yeah.
and become mainstream.
The other thing, too, I mean, if you look at China as an example with companies like NIO and a few others, different government, different mandates, you know. Over here, you know, we can't just command people. Well, we maybe can by way of financial incentivization.
There you go.
Chan, if I gave you $10,000, would you buy a green car? As a government, if I gave you $10,000.
What shade of green are you looking at?
See, you're going to pick one out, aren't you? I think it'll be a slow transition.
Yeah.
We were honored
It's
to
gonna
have,
happen.
we had Gridlock Sam Shorts, New York City Traffic Commissioner. He had a very provocative book. And in the book, it said by mid-century, it could be illegal to drive in some jurisdictions. I thought that was nutty, but who knows?
Anything's possible. And, you know, I think about that too, owning classic cars. I mean, what's going to happen? I mean, obviously, you know, they go up in value, but is there going to be a trend where it's going to start going down in value?
No, I can't believe
know?
that. What do you think, Mike?
Well,
Classic
I mean,
cars?
you know, you look at what happened in the early 70s and the gas crisis.
There'd be no gas.
Where the you know, a 5960 Cadillac all of a sudden was worth $100.
Yeah, I hope
you know.
not. I hope not.
I hope not either,
I think we
yeah.
pissed off a lot of people out here right now when we said that. No, so right on again. Custom mics, Mr. Mike. Good hanging
Yes.
with you.
Thanks
We're
for
gonna
having
go
me.
take a tour.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
going to get into the
I'm
Murphy
excited
Auto
about
Museum.
that.
Right on.